Welcome into a commitment edition of the Venezia's Pizzeria Recruiting Roundup. I'm Jordan Ham, and we are with one of the top wide receivers in the state, Jalen Richmond, over at Chandler High School. And Jalen, I know you've worked hard. We've talked about this moment on quite a few occasions of what this is going to be like for you. You have your mind made up. I'll get out of the way and let us know where you're headed.
It's been a stressful process and a little bit different with COVID, but I'm verbally committing to Boise State.
Congratulations. What was it about Boise State that made you want to choose the Broncos?
Well, just kind of the winning tradition they have and, the coaching staff. I really connected with the receiver coach, Coach Matt Miller. Just the fact that they're able to develop people and put people in the league. And, I want to be able to go to the NFL. That's my dream. And so they've done that. They just had a receiver get drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles. And, they put people in the league. And that was huge for me. So, yeah.
And with Boise State, they offered 3 days ago. You went on a virtual visit, a day ago. I know that you have been talking to them for a while. When we last talked, you said they hadn't offered yet, but you had built a good relationship with them.
Yes, sir.
Just how were they able to, build that relationship so effectively, so quickly?
Well, we have been in contact for, I want to say, at least 2 months here, and at least 2-3 months. And, I was always just talking to the receiver coach, talking to the director of recruiting, and, they just really connected with me. They took the time to get to know me as a player, not only as a player, but as a person as well, off the field, family, all that as well. That meant a lot to me. They always checked up on me. And so really just, the kind of receiver coach, he told me basically 2 weeks before they offered me, he was like, I'm going to get you this offer. He was like, just a matter of you're the head coach watching the film. And, he kept that promise. And he ended up getting me that offer. So, that meant a lot as well, just the trust I can build with him. We built it rather quickly, with COVID, everything's kind of sped up a little bit. But, they just showed a lot of loyalty. Coach Miller did. And, I just felt like it was the right decision, right place for me. And, yeah.
And when I asked you a couple weeks ago when you thought you might have a timeline for a commitment or anything like that, you said, I could commit at any time. When the time's right, I'm going to commit. Why is right now the correct time to commit?
Well, definitely seeing that the season was getting pushed back, that definitely had an effect. In my mind, I was like, the jeopardy of the season, it's up in air right now. So, I just kind of wanted to secure my scholarship spot. And I also felt like, Boise State, they're one of the top teams in the country, So, why not go up there? Like I said, the relationship with the coach. And I just felt like right now, especially after seeing that the season was getting pushed back, right now is just the right time. And, after that virtual tour, it was about 2 hours long. I was really in deep thought about them. I was like, man, I love it. I love the facilities. I like the scenery around it. It's just everything was just kind of what I was looking for, and it just all kind of came together at the right time. So God led me to, I wanted to announce it. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Where do they see you fitting within that offense?
They said there's a couple places they could use me, and they said they see me as using as an X. They said as a Z too, and then they also were saying as a slot in certain packages, jet sweeps and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what that holds and where they're going to use me at. But I know at least 3 different spots they were talking about using me at. So that was very exciting for me.
Chandler obviously has a great history of producing players, but especially at the skill positions. How did Coach Garrettson, this whole Chandler community, your teammates, the coaching staff, how did they help you get to where you are today?
Man, I came in, it's funny. I came in freshman year, completely different player, completely different type of player, completely different mentality. Man, if you're, I don't know if I can say it, but I want to say if you're if you need to choose a high school that you want to get developed, you want to learn how to become a man, you also want to learn how to play football, Chandler is the place to be. They did a lot of things. They installed a mentality in me, a winning mentality, hardworking mentality. Nothing's given, everything's earned. And that's big over there. So I know big shout out to Coach G, Coach Carpenter, my receiver coach, Coach Colin, the inside receiver coach as well, Coach Eric, the running back coach. They're always on me. They're always on all the skill players. They just want the best for us. They just want to see, how good we can really be. So, they push me really hard, sometimes harder than I would like, on me a little bit more than I thought they should. But, they just want to see me succeed. And here we are today. So I'm just more than thankful for them.
Now, you mentioned you were a much different player coming into the program as a freshman. Describe Jalen Richmond as a freshman.
Jalen Richmond as a freshman, I would say long, skinny, not that fast, and my hands were completely different. It's actually kind of funny. I kind of had a reputation of not being able to catch freshman year, and they changed that up quick once I got up, especially to the varsity level. But
so if you were able to talk to freshman Jalen, who was maybe a step too slow and not the best hands, that he was going to be going to a Division I school, what would he be saying right now?
Man, he'd be like, me? He'd be like, you talking about me? I'm going to D1? Like, it's crazy to think about, man. It's just, but you just put in the work and the results show. So, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for God and just, I don't know what I would tell him, to be honest. I don't know what he would say. He would be in awe. But, just like I said, the way Chandler does things, the work you have to put in is just results come out. So I'm just so thankful. But, yeah, I don't know what he would say.
Now, obviously, this offseason is one that we've never experienced before. You mentioned, that looks like the season's going to get pushed back. Hopefully, we have the bulk of a season. But once we're able to get back on the Friday Night Lights with that group, with the Keons, the Korans, the Mikey Keene. I mean, I'm going to be missing guys no matter how many I say within that offense. Just getting to play with that group, how has that made you a better receiver?
Well, man, when you're just around a bunch of great receivers, everyone wants to look the best. Everyone wants to look good. So you see, we're in a line and I see Keon go, and then maybe I see Karan go, or and I see them doing it all good. I'm like, man, like, it's pushing me. I want to be the best. We all want to be the best, but we all work together as well. We all, help each other out. Keon gives me pointers. If I'm giving Keon pointers. Karan's giving, saying stuff to us. So we're all just, helping each other out, So it's just great being around guys like that, guys that they want to push each other. We all want to get better. We're all trying to push each other and get better. So it's just great. It's just great.
Do you have an idea of what you would want to study when you're up at Boise?
Yeah. Some of my top majors I'm looking at right now is business or sports management. I love sports, but I love the game of football as well. So even if I do get to the league or if I don't, I definitely want to stay around the game of football, if not sports, in that category as well. And then my older brother was a business major, and, I would definitely like to get into that as well and see where that would take me. So I can see myself majoring in business, sports management, and maybe even communications as well.
So you thinking what a broadcaster, an agent? What?
Maybe something as long as lines as that as well. Or, I would definitely almost get into the recruiting, being maybe a GA after that, offensive assistant or something like that. I would just to stay around the game of football too. That's definitely something that I would love to do. I can definitely see myself doing that. So.
Well, a lot of exciting things on and off the field for you, Jalen. Congratulations.
Sure. Thank you, Jordan.
And that's Jalen Richmond, your newest Boise State Bronco, and this is the Venezia's Pizzeria Recruiting Roundup.